Hello, this is Rafael Celaya again. In this video, I will give you my answer to the case, and I will also talk a little bit about the Canadian car shipping business. Well, among the companies that I took into consideration for this case were Hanson's, Livingston, J&J Moving and Out Transport, APR Shipping, and NBS Canada. Also, I saw that there are a lot of other options out there in the market. How did I evaluate them? Well, to evaluate their website, I try to look at the overall aspect of the website, if it looks as a professional website, how much information is there in the website, if it's very crowded or if there is very little information, how easy is it to get a free quote online, and how easy is it to contact a customer service representative. When evaluating the price, I looked at the highest prices and lowest prices. When evaluating the service, I looked at how much time did it take them to answer my quote request, and if they introduced themselves as customer service representatives of the company. And I also checked in some public forums to see what was the people's perception of these car shipping companies. In the end, the company that I would choose is J&J Moving and Auto Transport. Why? Because that was the company that gave me the most information. Their price is lower than the price of other companies. They seem to have a lot of experience, and they told me that the transit time of the car would be from 6 to 8 days. Other companies either gave me the price, but their transit time was larger, that is, they were slower to transport the cars, and other companies had even a faster transit time, but they didn't give me the price. And for example, NBS Canada didn't give me the transit time of the car, but it told me that it was going to charge me $2,775 for transporting both cars plus taxes, and that was a very high cost. That was a very high price. Hanson's, I consider, is the second best option. Their website looks very professional, and their total price is $2,682. But the problem with Hanson's is the time. It was going to take them from 15 to 16 days to deliver the cars, and in this case, that's not acceptable. We have only 15 days to move to British Columbia. Livingston didn't reply to my quote request, and well, that's the reason why I chose J&J. They gave me the most information, and I think they have a good price, $1,945 plus taxes, and they seem to have experience, and they are a relatively fast company. So J&J Moving and Auto Transport will be my choice in this case. Now, the Canadian car shipping business. What I noticed is that there is a lot of competition, and a lot of the companies that are in the Canadian car shipping business are also in the United States. So companies that are competing in the Canadian market will have to compete with a lot of companies that are in the United States also, and that have a lot of resources, and companies that are bigger and that can create economies of scale more easily, and thus they can reduce the costs. Nevertheless, I think that the Canadian market is one that has to be focused on the time efficiency, on the service. Why? Well, because Canada is a high income country, and I'm sure people prefer to pay a couple of $100 more if they are sure that their car is going to arrive safe, with no damages, and on time, which is the most important, I think, in this business. to provide a service that is on time. So other things that I took into consideration to evaluate the Canadian car shipping business are the population growth. Canada's population is not growing very fast. What's driving Canada's population growth apparently are immigrants. About 20% of the Canadian population are immigrants. I think that's one segment of the population that the car shipping businesses have to focus on, as well as people that are looking towards retirement. According to a survey in 2012 by the website ComFree, about 28% of Canadian homeowners need to move once every 5 years, and about 14% of homeowners need to move once every year. So there's a lot of business in Canada. Um, but why do people move? Some of the time, the most important reason why do people move is because the family size increase. But we are seeing that the population growth is not very high in Canada. What's driving population growth are immigrants. So what's going to drive, I think, the car shipping business in the future are immigrants. And also, one of the main reasons why people move is because they retire, and Canada's population is relatively old because of the low uh, population growth. And I think that's why the car shipping businesses in Canada have to focus on immigrants and in people that are looking to retire. And well, they have to strive for a good service. They have to differentiate themselves from the competition. I don't think that Canada is a market that looks for cost savings. I think cost is a very important variable. The price is always very important, but I think that in this market, it is more important to emphasize the time efficiency, to emphasize punctuality, and to emphasize an excellent customer service, specifically for this Canadian market. So, well, I hope you have liked the video. I hope to hear from you again, and thank you for your attention.